Hi, everyone. It's Gerida, and this is the From Where We're Sitting podcast, and this is where we're sitting. So, as you guys saw from the title of this video, trigger warning, we're talking about men. There's an epidemic, y'all. There's an epidemic of men that literally are not lonely enough. Like, just to get straight into it, my child's father is a work in progress, to put it nicely and to put it short and to put it sweet. And he is currently blocked. Blocked, because I asked him to do the one thing that I feel like he should have been able to do. And if you guessed being a father, you would be correct. I asked him to be a father, and he called me retarded. Yeah, called me retarded. So I blocked him because what a wild thing to say. Like, I'm trying not to be in my red hair man hater era, but men are making it really hard for me to not do that. Like, you have one job, literally. You have one job because you're unemployed. Like, you have one job. And I ask you to do that and you call me retarded. Yikes. Yikes. But anyway, like, girl, anyway. But I was on TikTok and I was seeing just a lot of stuff about how men really don't like what is like how they want wives and they want kids, but they don't want to be husbands and they don't want to be dads. And honestly, big snaps to that, because whoever said that first, literally, you spoke nothing but the truth. Literally nothing but the truth. Because I think I can't even say it's my generation, because the generation before me has a lot of those issues too. Like, the amount of people that I hang out with or even just converse with on a regular basis are having men issues, but it's because men don't want to be men anymore. Like, I don't know what's in the water. What what's in the air, what's in the water. And then men got the nerve to sit up here and say how we are too masculine or we are too independent, but we're only so independent and only so masculine because men aren't doing what they're supposed to be doing. Like, I don't get it. You're supposed to be a provider, you're supposed to be a leader. And I'm not saying all men aren't providers, because I do know a lot of men that are actually providers. But a lot of men think that providing only means you make money. No, honey. No, no. You have to be able to provide everything. Can you provide me a sense of security? Can you provide me a sense of peace? Can you provide safety in my home? Can you provide emotional support? Can you provide a back massage at the end of the day after taking care of your kids? And a lot of men can't do that. A lot of men can't even have a conversation about how they're feeling, let alone how their wives feel, or let alone how their girlfriends feel. Like, that's honestly sad. Like, I was about to say that's honestly like racking my brain, but no, it's kind of sad. Like, I hate that there is no open enough space for men to like really feel their feelings and like really be emotionally available. But also, who set that system up? Freaking Abraham Lincoln in 14, what is it, four scores ago or whatever, way back when, Y'all set that system up. Men set up the system to be oppressed and depressed and suppressed when all we ever said was like just ugh, like girl, I don't even know. I don't even know. I literally don't even know because if my child's father was feeling some sort of way about me asking him to come watch his child, all he had to say was that he was feeling some type of way. But instead, a lot of emotionally insecure, unavailable, and immature men, boys, a lot of them take out their like what they're refusing to feel and they put it on women. And that's not okay. I'm not saying women are perfect. Maybe I'll get into, women another day, but we talking about men right now, okay? So if you want to sit there and be mad that I didn't talk about women, go ahead and leave a comment or DM me on Instagram at w_w_ girl f _w_w_ s pod on Instagram and TikTok, and you can DM me there and tell me that you want me to talk about other issues. But we talking about men right now. I think it's just really hard for me because, as you guys know, I'm very, very open and very, very loud about my God and my walk with Him. And the more I read the Bible, the more I go to church, the more I hang out with like minded people, I notice that a lot of the stuff that men are putting women through is not biblical, or it's biblical, but in the wrong, like on the wrong side of history. You should not be abusing your wife because you don't know how to get yourself together. Like, that's not her fault. Now, if your wife is like one of those narcissist manipulator reactive abuse types where she's ya and hitting on you and doing this on a constant basis, okay, that is different. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. Like, you reacted. Okay. But if you're love bombing and then your mask slips and you become a whole different person after an engagement, a wedding, 4 years together, a baby, you're not, like, I don't want to say you're a like you're not a good person because I may not know you, but you're not morally right. Like, that's not okay. That you can't sit here and blame your wife for everything. You can't blame your girlfriend for everything. That's not on her. That's not her fault that your mom did this, your dad did this, your ex-girlfriend did this. You should have went to therapy, got medicated if need be, and dealt with what you should have dealt with so that you can move on and that you can be the proper husband, boyfriend, partner, father. Period. You may ask, Giddy, literally, what are you going on about? What is this episode even about? I'll tell you. I am involved in my church and I hang out with a lot of women who are married, who have been divorced, who have been repartnered, remarried, whatever. But I also hang out with a lot of people my age who are Christian and who are also trying to find a godly spouse and a forever helpmate. I hang out with both sides of those spectrums. And on this side, we have people my age trying to find a good man, hoping that there is a good man for them to find. And then on this side, there's older women saying, yeah, there are some good men, but from what I've experienced, they're pretty much all the same. And that's not okay. Because if your generation is going through it and the generation after you is going through it, then my generation is we SOL'd. And if my generation is SOL'd, oh, I feel bad for my sister's generation because it's just gonna be a whole bunch of mm, mm. I almost said something my dad would have said, but y'all, my dad would my the Lord know what he was doing because my dad would have been canceled. Okay, he would have been canceled. He just would have been canceled. So we just go moving right along. But I just like I genuinely just find it absolutely like I'm gobsmacked. I'm genuinely gobsmacked. My flabbers are gasted because how is it that we have gone this many generations and men still suck? And not only do they suck, but then there's people who still want them. Oh my gosh. Like I said, I know that women aren't the greatest thing ever created, but like God also did say a man who finds a wife finds a good thing. Can I get an amen? Not a woman who finds a man, okay? So all those alpha males and what are the podcast dudes? Speaking of podcast dudes, whatever happened to Andrew Tate? Didn't he get like arrested for like trafficking, like human trafficking or something? But he is the like kind of dude I'm talking about. Like the alpha male, my woman has to be in the house cooking, cleaning, taking care of my kids, never steps foot outside, dresses down to the ankles, chest, neck, wrists covered up, everything. And then you don't even have an Adam's apple. Like you don't even have a car. Like you know that TikTok video or that TikTok sound where it's like everything's good, you're good, you have a job, you have a house, you have a car, 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 you have a car. That's what it feels like in this dating. Hello? I don't know if the mic picked that up, but it sounded like something blew up just now. Girl. Anyway, it literally sounded like something blew up. I don't know what that noise was. But that's what it feels like in dating nowadays. Now, I can't sit here and just pound and harp on my child's father because I did choose him. Was I in the right headspace? No, I was literally a child. I was 18. Like, no one makes good decisions at 18. I literally got pregnant. You think that I make good decisions? I was literally 18 and I got pregnant. That's, but I'm 21 now and I still don't make the best decisions. But I know to never choose a man like that again. Oh my gosh. I had a job. I had a car. 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 You had a decent sexual image. And that's what got me. And that's sad. That's another thing. I feel like nowadays people are always talking about how women shouldn't sell their bodies or like sell their sexuality for attention, and men literally do the same thing. They do the same thing. Now, I'm not saying it's right, but women are getting paid for it. Men are just hoping for a ride to work and a bed to stay in. Not all men. I have met some very, very, very fine men that, like, my homeboy, exquisite man. I am so happy for his girlfriend. Is he rude? Very, but that's because I'm his friend. He ain't nice to me, but he got a job, he got a house, he got a car, he got a car, he got a car. He pays his bills on time. He takes care of his girlfriend. He takes care of me. He takes care of his mama. He's a good man. He's a great man, Savannah. Then I met this other dude. He was cool too. He had a house, he had a job, he had a car, took care of what he needed to take care of. He ain't all right in the head, but he's still cute though. He cute. He got his stuff taken care of. And if you watching this, hey babe, text me. I miss you. Um, don't text me. I mean, text me if you want to, girl. Anyway, but other than that, that's like the 2% of men of my generation, at least. I'm hoping that the generation above me, that the men in that generation have a car, have a job, and have a house. Because at that point, you're 40. You're too old to not have your own car, job, or house. My generation, I give a lot of leniency because I don't know if y'all have seen the prices of stuff nowadays. Girl, my sister, she's going to college soon. And she said when she turned 18, she's moving out immediately. Me and my mom been knew this. She's been talking about it since she turned 10. Not the problem. When she turned 10, however, a one-bedroom apartment was like $600, $800 max. She showed us this apartment she wanted to move to, some luxury home. Girl, all they did was add those fake wood panels and a metal fridge, and they called it luxury. I digress. One bedroom, one bath. I think it was 800, 900 square feet. So a little bigger than a shoebox. $1,600 for a one bedroom. And I asked her if she was gonna get a roommate, and she said no. I would have married a wealthy man for that. For by yourself in this economy, groceries already $500 for a month. Not for a month. Gas is going down, so I can't even talk about that because it's $2.99 where I'm at. So can't even get mad. But curtains, have y'all seen the price of curtains? I was looking at some curtains for my bedroom because if y'all follow me on Instagram, on my personal Instagram, my TikTok, my personal TikTok, y'all would know that I don't got no curtains in my room. It's just two blankets. I tic tac to the wall and I fold it up when I want the sunlight to come in. So it's not a real curtain, but it do the job just enough if I tighten my blinds just right. For a good pair of curtains, just two curtains, it is 60 minimum for a good pair of curtains. $60. That's another thing. Men don't be having no curtains. Men don't know how to decorate, and that's how you always know when there's a woman in a man's house or that he was raised by his mama. Because when I was talking to this one dude, I went over to his house and he had Bath and Body Works body spray. I can't remember if it was brown sugar vanilla or if it was something cherry. It was either brown or it was red, but I seen it and I remembered it. And he had a claw clip. And I said, "Oh, tell your girlfriend I said hi." Because don't have me over here and you got a situation going on. I don't like that. That's that's not cool. I'd rather men tell you straight up what they want. Straight up. Cause I don't like guessing games. I'm already like I'm already irritated just by the fact that you took too long to text me back. I'm already over thinking everything that you're saying and all that. And that's me problem. I can admit it. However, comma, you need to tell me straight up what you want. Cause I'm very, very honest about what I want. I'm young, yes, but I want a career. I want a husband. I want children. I want white picket fence. I want a farm and a big old country house with a wraparound porch in the middle of BF nowhere. That's what I want. I want my career just in case you leave me, but I don't plan on being outside the house. Now, unless I go to Target and Starbucks and all those Ross. I love Ross. Ross clearance section get me right every time. TJ Maxx, stuff like that. Other than that, I don't want to have to see the outside of my farm. That's why I got the farm, because I want to take care of my horses, my cows. I want my baby girl to be an equestrian. That's the stuff that I want my kids in FFA. You know, I'm real southern, real country. That's what I want. That's the life that I want. So I tell men that, and it's all cool and dandy in the beginning, but it's true. A lot of men, they just want one thing. They want your sex appeal. I don't think I have much sex appeal. I'm trying to lower it. I'm trying to be more modest. I'm trying to be cute, dainty, and soft, girl. That's why I'm trying to lose weight. Y'all, I know y'all see. I'm blowing away in the wind. This fan too high, y'all. I'm gonna dust away. But I tell men that, and then boys my age, that's like, oh, you don't want no money. You don't want no this, no this, no this. Of course, I want some money, but money can only take you so far. You can't die with money. You can't retire with money. That's why you retired, because you're done. All the money you get now, that's just that's old money. You can't die with that. You can die with the love from your family. You can die with the forgiveness, the forgiveness in your heart. You can die with knowing that you cared for your kids. You can die with the peace. You can die with joy. You can't die with your money, honey. You can't die with your cars, your scat packs, Hellcats, big trucks, and Benzes. You can't die with that. You can't die with your 40 condos and 30 hoes. You can't die with that. Like, I think the hardest part for me is definitely understanding just how differently wired men and women are. Excuse me, I'm sorry. A lot of women that I've like a lot of older women that I've spoken to or have been mentored by say that men are logical creatures. So if we come to them with a problem, hey babe, my car is broken, I don't know what to do, I'm freaking out, blah 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 blah. Us as women, we want to panic. Oh babe, my car is broken, I don't know what to do. Da, 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 da. But you go to your man with that, and his first thought is, okay, we'll take it to the mechanic, get it fixed, do the logic, right? And sometimes women don't always want to hear that, because I know sometimes I do just want to vent. And if you tell me something logical, you gonna piss me off, because I want to. I came here to complain. I know what to do. I came here to complain. However, there are a lot of men who do just that, like complain. I don't think men are logical creatures. To be honest, I don't think any human has enough logic in their brain, because the older I get and the more I talk to people, I really do realize that common sense is not common. And that goes for just about everything. That goes for everything. Like simple stuff. Just simple stuff. Like literally uh yesterday I was on Facebook, and y'all know about that cyclospora, that crapping virus that's going around in all the fruits and veggies and stuff. And I saw a post that said, how come toilet paper ain't flying off the shelves like it did back during COVID? And that made me sit and really think, because yeah, that, like, the common sense of that, right? Like, When y'all should have been buying masks, hand sanitizer, and soap, y'all was buying toilet paper. But we have an actual virus where you need this toilet paper, and y'all ain't going crazy about it. The common sense of it. Men are the same way, right? If you tell me, oh, I love you, I want to be a family, I'm going to take care of my kid, and then I, expecting you to stand on your word, ask you to take care of your kid, and you get mad at me for asking, I would say that your common sense ain't common. Because common sense would tell you, oh, I did tell her I was going to take care of my kid. I should take care of my kid. But your logic says, nope, I'm going to call her a retard. Trigger word. I don't know if I can say that word or not. I hope that don't get me canceled. But I'm not calling nobody that. I'm just saying what somebody told me. But yeah, I'm really right now I'm trying to gather just how differently we are wired and how God thought that that was the best way to put us together. I know they say opposites attract, but you can't be too opposite. Like I don't even know. I don't even know. See, the topic of men just makes my head hurt. It makes me not be able to think straight. Like my words is all jumbled. My thoughts is frazzled and gone. Men just do that to you. They just do that to you. They just all over the place. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm not on my man hating stuff yet. I don't plan on being on my man hating stuff. You know, that's very anti biblical. I ain't trying to be doing all that. Because the truth is, I don't hate men. I really do um like the fact that they're a species. I can't say that I like the species itself. I've met some pretty cool men. I've met some men at church. They be cool. That we was tight. They was cool. Um, talked to some men. They was not the worst. They weren't horrible. Befriended some men. Also not horrible. So, I'm not saying all this to say that I'm in the she man, man haters club. No. I I don't hate men. I just wish that there was a better path for them to have taken other than everything that's happening right now between everything being displayed online, between everything in real life. And that's another thing. I am going to make an episode about that one day about how the internet is really ruining us. But that is not an episode for today. That is a later episode when I can get my data and facts and ducks in a row because I usually have my laptop, but I'm actually at a friend's place tonight, so there is no laptop and there is no. So this is all off the dome. So if y'all made it all the way to the end of this episode and y'all stared at your screen, gobsmacked, mouth trying to figure out what I was even talking about, just know that I don't know either, boo. I don't know either because sometimes I just open up my mouth and sounds come out that sound like words, and sometimes they make sense, and sometimes people look at me and say, JoJo, is there something wrong with you? And then sometimes I say, yeah. And then we go on about our day because one thing about it, two things for sure, I'm gonna still talk. So that is the end of this episode. Thank y'all so much for watching. If y'all didn't watch last, not the other one, but the one before that, because I know that I did skip a week. Um, if y'all didn't watch that last one, it was a Father Day special. Watch that. If you're triggered by father and your father wounds, get therapy, and then watch it or don't. Um, Stay tuned for next episode that I actually did have planned out. So it'll be a lot more structured than this hot mess express train. But yeah, with all that being said, thank y'all so much for watching, and I will see you guys the next time I see you. Bye.